Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. Start to get things going.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Ward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 21 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. St. Brown in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Off the play fake. Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Ward steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 17th. Points on the board as they take the early lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Faking the give. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They're going right back to Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Darnold now to throw. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 4th down, ready to... And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, They avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Gibbs straight ahead.
The 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure. How are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He found and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now Ward. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores.
I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Gibbs on the toss left.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Darnold from the gun.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To the air again, Darnold. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Going right back to Fant.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it's Darnold. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Ward.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Very nice run there. And when you think of the term complete back, Bijan Robinson is one of the first guys that comes to mind. He's coming off an impressive rookie season, but the scary part for NFL defenses, he's just scratching the surface.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They go play action here on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Checks this one down to Robinson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Ward throwing on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tucker Kraft.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here's Watson.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Ward.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Ward. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Seahawks take back over. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Boy, 179 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Moore. That is caught. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is Fant on the short completion. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to go down again.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He spins free. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
To throw is Ward. Off the play fake.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Ward now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby, whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls in the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me, baby.
Bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen a thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life, let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip-hop took this globe,
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul, we showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC, let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case it get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
inspires me like a dog.